Hello students, are you ready? Okay. We are preparing this type of videos for your revision and it will be helpful for your coming examination. Watch this video and share this video to your friends and if you have not subscribed our channel Chemistry Goal, please subscribe it and press the bell icon for notification for the coming videos. So I welcome to all of you for this videos and to our channel Chemistry Goal. So without wasting time, let us discuss some important organic reactions on the topic aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. The first reaction is CH3CH2CH, CH3CHO. It is an aldehyde, reacts with sodium borohydride. Sodium borohydride, it is a reducing agent. All of you know, it reduces aldehyde and ketone to alcohol. So the product will be, what is the main product here? CH3, CH2, CH, CH3 and CHO become CH2OH. So this is alcohol, means this aldehyde will be converted to alcohol. So this is the final product. Okay, if you want to give the name, you can start nomenclature 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 2-methyl, then butanol, 1-butanol, that is 2-methyl butanol. Butanol 1, you can also give the butanol 1 because the OH group in carbon number 1. Then second reaction is like this: C6H6, that is benzene, reacts with C2H5COCl, acid halide, in presence of aluminum chloride. So this indicates it is a electrophilic substitution reaction. It is called also Friedel-Crafts acylation. Okay, so the product will be, if you use the main structure, this is your benzene, then the group will be substituted CO, C2H5. Here the electrophile is C2H5CO plus, produced by the reaction of C2H5COCl with aluminum chloride, which acts as a Lewis acid, and this is a ketone. This is a ketone. Okay, so this is one important product of Friedel-Crafts acylations, that is a ketone is produced. You see the third reaction. Third reaction is CH3CHO, zinc amalgam and HCl. This is the main important reducing agent. This reaction is called Clemmensen reduction. It is also called Clemmensen reduction. It is called Clemmensen reductions, and during Clemmensen reduction all aldehyde and ketone convert to corresponding alkane. Here aldehyde is CH3CHO, that is acetaldehyde. The alkane will be CH3 and CH3, having two carbon. It become ethane. It is the main product CH3. Always in Clemmensen reductions, aldehyde and ketone converted to corresponding alkane. Then that is reaction 4. CH3CHO reacts with AgNO3 and ammonium hydroxide. It is called Tollens reagent. Short form is TR, Tollens reagent, and Tollens reagent reacts with aldehyde, produce silver mirror. Silver mirror is produced. Along with the aldehyde will convert to corresponding acids, CH3COH, because it is acetaldehyde convert to acetic acid. So this is very important test of aldehyde. when aldehyde reacts with the Tollens reagent forming silver mirror. Main product is silver mirror. Reaction 5, same type. It is the acetaldehyde with copper sulfate ammonia hydroxide. It is called Fehling solution. It is called Fehling solution. And Fehling solution, here what happens? Fehling solution is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes aldehyde to acids. As it is acetaldehyde, become acetic acid, and this gets reduced to cuprous oxide, a red color cuprous oxide. But this reaction takes place on warming. On heating, on warming the solution, the color changes to red due to formation of cuprous oxide, which indicates the presence of aldehyde. It may be any aldehyde. It gives what? Red color cuprous oxides. Then this is acetone reacts with zinc amalgam and HCl. Already we have discussed. This is called Clemmenson reaction. A Clemmenson reaction, what happens? This Clemmenson reaction, a ketone convert to alkane, CH3 CH2 CH3, because it is 3 carbon convert to alkane. This is propane. Product is propane is formed. In Clemmenson reduction, what happens? Your aldehyde and ketone gets converted to alkane. So as ketone contains 3 carbon, so product is propane. Then reaction 5, C6H5CH2 hold to CD cadmium compound with CH3COCl acid chloride. Here dibenzyl cadmium reacts with acetyl chloride. Here it is a very important reaction, formation of ketone. Here what happens? 2 ketones produce, C6H5CH2 and COCH3. Here it will multiply to 2 molecules, because 2 molecules is already combined, or it also reacts with 2 molecules, and side product is CdCl2. So this is ketone. Ketone is formed. It is very important method in the method of preparation of ketone. Dialkyl cadmium reacts with acid halide forming ketone. Is very important reaction. Then reaction 8 is very important reaction, that is how can you convert alkyne to ketone and alkyne to aldehyde. Here it is, the reaction is hydrolysis of alkyne in presence of mercury sulfate and concentrated sulfuric acid. Here what happens? A 2-step process takes place. Here in the first step, water molecule added here as OH, then double bond CH2. First step, this is here CH3COH double bond CH2, first addition. Then second addition takes place, again water molecule added in presence of mercury sulfate and sulfuric acid. The result is CH3COH, another OH is here, then CH3. It will obey Markovnikov's rule, already know, addition reaction unsymmetrical, but as 2H group attached to 1 carbon, it loses water molecule, and produce ketone, CH3CO CH3. Middle carbon become ketone. This is acetone. So here what happens? This is your propane convert to acetone having 3 carbon, same carbon. So remember one thing, hydrolysis of alkyne, it is results, it gives either aldehyde or ketone. It depends upon the structure of alkyne taken or structure of alkyne used. Then reaction 9 is very important. This is written in formula, that is 4-methyl, you can say methyl nitrobenzene, or you can say nitrotoluene. different names we can use, nitrotoluene, or that is called your nitro methyl nitrobenzene. In presence of chromyl chloride and hydrolysis, always the product will be aldehyde. Here same, if you do the structure of benzene, this is the derivative of benzene, this is the derivative of benzene, then here methyl will be CHO after oxidation, and nitro group will be remain like this. So this is your 4-nitrobenzaldehyde or para-nitrobenzaldehyde. Because nitro compound remains same, but this methyl group gets oxidized to aldehyde by chromyl chloride. This is called chromyl chloride test. Okay, remember, very important, methyl convert to aldehyde. Here this is cyclo, this is called cyclohexane. Cyclohexane, when reacts with hydroxylamine NH2H, it is a nucleophilic addition reaction. There will be only change of double bond. Here what happens, this double bond gets convert, addition reaction, it convert to NOH, that is oxime, convert to oxime. Already we know, when aldehyde or ketone reacts with hydroxylamine, the product is oxime. Here same structure, no change, only loss of water molecule takes place and formation of double bond NOH. Here this act as a nucleophile, it attack and formation of what, oxime. So very important reaction this one. Then reaction 11, acetaldehyde reacts with, that is called semi-carbazide. This is called semi-carbazide. Semi-carbazide aldehyde produce same, that is nucleophilic addition reactions. Here it will attack as a nucleophile, attack to carbon. The product is same product, CH3 CH double bond, then N, this part loses water molecule, minus water molecule, then N, then NH CO NH2, other remaining same. This is also that semi-carbazide produce semi-carbazone. Product is semi-carbazone, produce semi-carbazone. Same, loss of water molecule and become double bond, it loses water molecule. Similarly, aldehyde reacts with hydrazine. This is called hydrazine. Hydrazine produce hydrazone, same, acts as a nucleophile, attack. So CH3 CH, then double bond, N, loss of water molecule, then single bond NH2, that is hydrazone. Hydrazone, produce hydrazone. Okay, then reaction 13 is, it is also nucleophilic addition reaction of aldehyde. Same, this is minus charge plus charge, so it acts as a nucleophile. Then product is CH3 CH, O become OH, then CN attack as a nucleophile. This is called cyanohydrine. Cyanohydrine, the product is cyanohydrine, at nucleophilic addition reaction of aldehyde. Here same, it is minus and sodium plus, it attack to carbon. Product is CH3 CH OH, then SO3 Na. That SO3 Na, it become what, salt. This is a salt. Which salt? That sodium bisulfite. It is sodium bisulfite salt of acetaldehyde. As you have taken acetaldehyde, it is the sodium bisulfite salt of acetaldehyde. It is also nucleophilic addition reaction. Then reaction 15 is acetaldehyde reacts with semi-carbazide. Already we have discussed this reaction, already is repeated. So CH3 CH, then NNHCONS2. This is the final product, that is here double bond N will be there here. It is semicarbazone. Then 16 is very important, that is cyanide, nitrile. This is called nitrile. Nitrile on hydrolysis in presence of acid always produce acid. CH3, CH2, CN become COOH, the main product. On hydrolysis, cyanide become acid. So cyanide, nitrile on hydrolysis correspond to acid, carboxylic acid. Then this is called Grignard's reagent, GR, Grignard's reagent, reacts with carbon dioxide. Here carbon dioxide attacked by methyl group having minus charge, magnesium plus charge, attack to carbon. So result is CH3COOH, corresponding acid is formed. We have to remember, when Grignard's reagent reacts with carbon dioxide in presence of acid hydrolysis, the result is carboxylic acid. Same number of carbon will remain, CH3COH it will be added. Methyl attack to carbon. Okay, then reaction 18 is CH3CO PCl3. It is a reaction of acid with PCl3 PCl5. Always the main product is CH3COCl, acid chloride or acid halide, and other product is your PO S3PO3. The side product is S3PO3. So you can also write, multiply 3 molecule here 3 molecule, the result will be CH3COCl, acid halide. We have to remember, carboxylic acid reacts with PCl3, the product is acid halide. Then C6H5C2H5, it is ethyl benzene, KMnO4 on that is the oxidation of KMnO4, alkaline KMnO4. The result is always carboxylic acid, C6H5COOH, always carboxylic acid. As it is base hydrolysis, the result will be salt. In the form of salt it is produced. It is benzoic acid, it is produced form of sodium salt of benzoic acid or potassium salt of benzoic acid, because we are using which one? Basic medium. So salt of corresponding benzoic acid is formed. We have to remember, when benzene attached to any R having hydrogen, attached to carbon having hydrogen, the result is always benzoic acid. The oxidation product is benzoic acid. Then it may contain 2-3 more number of carbon atom, but main product will be C6H5COH, and side product is remaining carbon atom. As it has one carbon, remaining carbon, so it is formic acid. Remaining is formic acid. So reaction 20, that is this is called your benzaldehyde, reacts with your propanaldehyde in presence of base, and this reaction also you can say it is aldol condensation reaction. Aldol condensation reaction already know, one will be the formation of nucleophile. Here the main nucleophile will be here, it loses hydrogen from here, so attacking side is C6H5CH, then O become OH, then what happens, this CH3, then CHO will form. How this is formed? Already in the first step you see the mechanism. First step what happens, CH3, CH2, CHO in presence of OH minus first loses hydrogen from alpha carbon. The result is CH3, CH minus, then CHO. Then it attack as a nucleophile. It attack to the carbon center of benzaldehyde. That's why product is C6H5CHOH, then CH3CHO. Okay, it mainly depends upon formation of nucleophile by the attacking of base to the proton of alpha carbon. Here it is alpha carbon. Alpha carbon loses, it is, gives hydrogen, then produce the negative charge. It acts as a nucleophile. It is attacked to the carbon atom of aldehyde group of benzaldehyde and forming condensation product. That's why it is called aldol condensation. And this, if you on heating, if you heat it, then it produce mine water molecule. So result is C6H5CH double bond C, then CH3, then CHO. That is alkene is formed. Corresponding alkene will be formed. We have to remember the side product of aldol condensation is alkene. We have to remember this. Okay. Reaction 21 is very important. It is ozonolysis. We know during ozonolysis the double bond totally breaks and here oxygen will be added. And what is the main product? CH3 whole 2 CO plus CS2O. This is ketone. This is one ketone. This is one aldehyde. Aldehyde produced, and this aldehyde is called formaldehyde, and this ketone is called acetone. So always remember, during the reaction of double bond compound with ozone, that is called ozonolysis, the main product is aldehyde or ketone. The formation of aldehyde ketone depends upon the structure of alkene used. Okay, and the reaction 22 is carboxylic acid reacts with P2O5. As P2O5 acts as a dehydrating agent, it loses water molecule, produce corresponding anhydride plus water. As it is acetic acid, is acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. It is called acetic anhydride. We have to remember, acetic acid or carboxylic acid, when heated in presence of P2O5, it loses water molecule, forming a corresponding anhydride. So two molecules always required. Okay, then 23 is very important reaction. When calcium salt of acid is heated, that is dry distilled, it is a dry distilled, then the product product is corresponding your ketone CH3CO. CH3 is produced plus calcium carbonate. Result is calcium carbonate. Here calcium acetate, when it will be dry distilled, the product is acetone. Always product is acetone. CH3CO, as is CH3CO taken, so product is acetone. Acetone will be formed. But when calcium salt of acetic acid heated in presence of calcium formate, the result is aldehyde. CH3CHO will be formed. So two molecule of CH3CHO formed, with this calcium carbonate will be formed. So this is very important difference. Only calcium salt of acid when heated produce your ketone. But when calcium salt of acid with calcium formate, this is called calcium formate, then result is aldehyde. So this is very important. Then next is, when ketone is undergo oxidation by a strong oxidizing agent like your nitric acid, so it loses, it breaks. Always breaking takes place, smaller keto group, that is CH3CO. CH3CO become acetic acid, and remaining C2H5 is also acetic acid. This is also acetic acid. So two molecule of acetic acid produced, because C2H5 contain 2 carbon, so produce acetic acid, and CH3CO contain 2 carbon, produce acetic acid. So you have to remember, Ketone when oxidized by nitric acid, result is carboxylic acid. The formation of carboxylic acid depends upon the breaking point, but we have to look after this thing that smaller keto group will be selected for breaking. CH3CO will be separated first. Okay, then CH3CO sodium heating with NaOH that is called soda lime. This is called soda lime. On heating produce alkane. As it is CH3CO, result is methane plus which result sodium carbonate. But this reaction is called decarboxylation. Already you know decarboxylation. Decarboxylation is a loss of carbon atoms. Here CH3CO, here CO is lost, so methane is formed. Always less than one carbon will be decreased from the parent acid. As it is acetic acid, result is methane. If you take propionic acid, you will get ethane. Like this, one carbon will be decreased. Acetic acid on heated with ammonia forming main first product is your CH3 COONH4. First salt is formed, ammonium salt. On further heating, it becomes sodamide. It is become amide. The result is amide plus water. This is called acetamide. Acetamide. Acetamide is formed. It is amide. We have to remember when carboxylic acid is heated in presence of ammonia derivative or ammonia, the result is which one? Amide is formed. CH3CO amide will be formed. CH3CO carboxylic acid react to the SOCl2. Result is always acid halide CH3COCl plus HCl plus SO2 will be formed. So always acid reacts with SOCl2. Result is acid halide CH3COCl. This reaction 29 is very important reaction. This is called which one? That HVZ reaction. HVZ reaction. Helmholtz-Zielinski reaction. It is always produce the alpha substituted acid. So CH2, that is here chlorine will be substituted. Then remaining is same. So that is alpha chloro acid will be formed. This is alpha position. So alpha chloroacetic acid will be formed because substitution of halogen in alpha position. This is called HBZ reaction. Then aldehyde reacts with 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. The structure will be same, that CH3CH double bond. Here phenylhydrazine structure is 2,4-phenylhydrazine structure is like this. This is your NO2 and this is your NO2 and this is N double bond NH. Okay. So the result will be, this is phenylhydrazine and the result will be, what is the product? CH3CH. Here not double bond, here single bond will remain, here only single bond, here NH2 and NH. Okay, hydrazine derivative. So product will be CH3CH, then double bond N, loss of water molecule takes place like your nucleophilic addition reaction, N, then N, then NH, then your benzene ring, that is 2 position your NO2 and 4th position also NO2 will form. So similar structure, that is also derivative of 2,4-DNP form. It gives different color with different aldehyde. So this is very important test of aldehyde and ketone using 2,4-DNP test. It is called also 2,4-DNP test of aldehyde and ketone, formation of hydrazone derivative. Okay, then HCHO plus ammonia. You see this reaction, formaldehyde ammonia when reacts, it is forming one cyclic product. Here nitrogen, alternate nitrogen will be attached, then to nitrogen CH2 group will be attached, CH2, then attached to nitrogen middle position, then CH2, here CH2. Okay, so total CH2 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is 6 CH2 group 6. So hexamethylene and 4 nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, middle 4. So this is CH2 whole 6 and 4. It is called, common name is urotropine. It is also called hexamethylene tetraamine. Hexamethylene tetraamine, this is the cyclic structure, and it is also used in the treatment of urinary infection. It is used as a medicine for urinary infection. So it is very important product of formaldehyde with ammonia. On heating, it produce urotropine. This is the cyclic structure, having cyclic hexagon, having 3 corner, having nitrogen, and a middle also 1 nitrogen. Then nitrogen to nitrogen methylene group is joined. In each nitrogen to the corner, 3 methylene group is joined. So 3 methylene at the center and corner 3 methylene. That's a total 6 methylene. Hexamethylene tetraamine, because the amine derivative 4 nitrogen, it is called tetraamine. Okay, then similarly acetaldehyde, when it reacts with concentrated, this is concentrated sulfuric acid, it also produce addition product like this. If you do the structure, this is your structure of the product. It is called para-acetaldehyde. How did the, here is methyl, alternate methyl group will be there, and middle will be oxygen. This is the product. Here loss of water molecule takes place in each condensation and forming this product. This is a cyclic compound having what? 3 corner containing 3 oxygen and another 3 corner contain 3 carbon and derived from CH3. So each step here loses water molecule from each acetaldehyde, the water molecule will be lost. So forming here 3 molecule of acetaldehyde combined, condensed with the loss of water molecule, forming this compound. This is called para-acetaldehyde. Para-acetaldehyde. Para-acetaldehyde is produced when acetaldehyde is heated in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, this is also important condensation product. Then acetaldehyde reacts with formaldehyde in presence of NOH. It is also called cross-aldol condensation. Cross-aldol condensation. Cross-aldol condensation. In cross-aldol condensation, you have to see which will lose hydrogen. Here it is alpha hydrogen. So this is the main. So it is attacked to the formaldehyde. So formaldehyde is CH2. O become OH, then CH2, CHO. Here this it is called beta hydroxy. Here this is alpha and this is beta. This is called beta hydroxy aldehyde is formed. Here which will attack first? First step what happens? CH3CHO in presence of OH minus loses hydrogen, becomes CH2 minus and CHO. These CH2 minus attack to formaldehyde and forming this product. And it also loses water molecule on heating. If you heat it, result is CH2 double bond CH and CHO produce alkene. Alkene with aldehyde group, it is also called that acrylaldehyde, CH2 double bond CH and CHO. So alkene, alkenal, you can say alkenal is formed. Alkene and al both is there. This is called alkenal. because alkene and al is there, aldehyde is there, and this is the side product. When the mixture of this compound during cross aldol condensation is heated, the result is alkenyl. Here it is simply, it is a uh, Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction. What is Cannizzaro reaction? Now, when aldehyde having no alpha hydrogen atom reacts with base, forming corresponding acid and alcohol, produce corresponding acid and alcohol. Here alcohol is, as it is a formaldehyde, result is reduction product is alcohol, and two molecule will be taken, then another will get oxidized to acid. Actually, as we are using sodium hydroxide, result is always salt, HCOO minus, salt form is obtained because we are using sodium hydroxide. So here what happens, out of two molecules, one molecule gets reduced to alcohol, another molecule gets reduced to acid. So you have to remember this is called Cannizzaro reaction. Then CH3 CHO plus NaOH, and this reaction is called generally iodoform test. It is also called iodoform test. The reaction is iodoform test. Here iodoform is generally formed by the action of aldehyde and ketone in presence of sodium hydroxide and iodine, but we have to use which aldehyde or ketone having alpha 3 alpha hydrogen atom, then it becomes first iodoform, then remaining one carbon will be formic acid, CONA, salt is formed. So iodoform, that is LOPPT, yellow precipitate of iodoform is produced, that is called iodoform test. Which aldehyde ketone gives test? Having 3 alpha hydrogen atom. Because it has 3 alpha hydrogen atom, so produce iodoform. Then this is one iodoform reaction, ketone. It has also, you see, alpha position having 3 alpha hydrogen atom, so it can also produce same CHI3, remaining 2 carbon, so it is sodium salt of acetic acid. So this is also yellow precipitate. Yellow precipitate is formed, iodoform is formed from, this is acetone. Acetone also gives iodoform test, and acetaldehyde also gives iodoform test. But formaldehyde, if you write CHCHO with this same reagent, no reaction takes place because it has no alpha hydrogen atom. That's why formaldehyde does not give iodoform test. Okay, so this is about some important reaction of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. Combinedly we have discussed. You practice it and share this video to your friends, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for notification for the coming videos. Okay, thank you all.